Aloha, this is Loren Adams. Welcome back to day 15 of my mystical treehouse. So far, fantastic. The whole idea with a myriad silhouette, particularly one where it's a misty or foggy coastline, is that you could take advantage of the atmospheric tonality just with gradients. In other words, a simple way to explain a gradient. The general idea of a strawberry is that it's red, but in reality, when you sit down and mix the colors, it's 50 different shades of red and green. And nobody thinks about that until it's actually time to do it. But gradients are in everything. Everything you look at, gradients going around cylindrical objects, even branches. There's a dark side, a light side, and it's a gradual gradient. It's shading. I'm quite used to it. I like taking advantage of it because you can create depth of field that even a camera cannot do. A camera can choose one focal point, maybe two or three at best if you use a 3D camera, but then when you make the print, you're only going to get as much as the resolve from all three focal points can be. If you control all of the depth of field, just pretending that each layer as you go further away is lighter and everything coming forward is darker and darker and darker. Imagine 24 panes of glass, and the farthest one away is the light and everything that's far away. The front panes are almost black, and they gradually got larger. The leaves in the far distance, there's like in the tops of the giant tree in the background, there's 100 leaves or more per square inch. And each one I went in and made sure they looked like leaves, not spots. Then gradually, all of these overlays, as they're coming into the foreground, are silhouetting over what is already in the background. And what this gradually does is it illustrates the air in between the objects. Atmospheric tonality. It's somewhat difficult, but not if you're persistent. And I've been doing this now for 58 years, practicing it at least. They get more successful each time, but I enjoy pushing the envelope and juxtaposition of things in front of each other, gradually getting darker or lighter. And the color chroma changes at the same time. In other words, think of the color wheel: yellow, orange, red, violet, blue, green, indigo, back to yellow, but all at different octaves. The South Pole would be black, the North Pole would be white. And all of the colors mature at a different value, but they can still be divided into about 24, 25. You can actually get more shades of yellow mixed with white than you can with, say, phthalo blue. The discernment is not as obvious with darker colors. So even though yellow has the strongest vibration and can be divided into the most violet on the opposite side. Its complement has the least tinting strength of all of the colors on the wheel because it has the shortest wavelength. So specifically designing areas where you're going to feature purple is called color surprise. Likewise with all of the other adjacent colors in chroma. I know I'm talking over people's heads in many ways, but I also know that everybody wanted to know this stuff and the questions I keep getting. And thanks again for your kind attention. Please remember that day 16 is next.